All right. We're gonna get it popping. Let's get it popping. We're live. Let me see if you guys can hear me and everything is good. I'm very late. I know I'm late. I'm supposed to be here at 7. All right. Testing the audio. How's that audio, guys? Look like my audio. There it is. There it is. My audio was a little janky. Player was a little ashy, but I'm here. Ah, there we go. We in here. Let me let everybody know on the gram that we're live. Let me do that now while I'm here. But I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope everybody had a prosperous week. We are in here. Let me let y'all know. Where are we? Okay, Tariq Radio. There we go. Let me let them know I'm live. Okay. But I'm here. I know y'all like, where the fuck is Tariq? Well, Tariq is here, baby. Denzo in the building. What's going on? People climb on in the room. Climb on in here. Let me let everybody know on the gram that we're live while y'all waiting on me to get it together. Y'all know how to go to minkslide.com. The concert's in a few days, fam. Damn, my face ashy as hell. Lord, he getting on the camera this close to a nigga. My face this damn ashy. God damn. All right. Yo, what's up? I'm live right now on YouTube, so swipe up and tune in. All right. Yo, what's up? I'm live right now on. Oh, hold on. Yo, what's up? I'm live right now on YouTube, so swipe up and tune in. Yo, what's up? I'm live right now on YouTube, so swipe up and tune in. Yo, what's up? I'm live right now on YouTube, so swipe up and tune in. All right, hold on. Let me put the link in here. All right, so we're here. We're here. Boom. All right, there it is. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Climb on in the room, family. Y'all gonna get on in here. Shout out to the Black Money Matters crew. They sent me their shirt. Black Money Matters. Are you in the room? Let me know where we can get your shirts. Black Money Matters. They sent me their shirts. Black Money Matters. There's a company who sent me their shirts. They make these. All right. There's a company that sent me that. Black Money Matters. We got to be about our paper. We got to be about our independence. We have the numbers. All we need is the code. And I'm glad black people are starting to get a code. We're getting there. We're starting to understand the importance of having a code. We're starting to understand the importance of having a code. You understand? And that's very important. We're starting to understand that there has to be a protocol on how we should approach things and how we should be about empowerment. People who look like us, who are off code, they're being ostracized more as they should. They're being called out more as they should. And the more we do that, and the more we call out white supremacy, the more empowered we will be. You'll be surprised how empowering our results will be just by acknowledging when we're in a situation of white supremacist deception. We got to understand that. White supremacy is all about deception, magic tricks, sleight of hand, smoke screens. And when we start calling that out, that weakens them because the strength of the white supremacists has been deception. That's their calling card. Deception, then violence. Deception, then violence. And truth be told, and I've said this before, the white supremacists, they act big and powerful, which they are because they have a system, but it's the system that makes them powerful. Because a lot of times when they try to go toe-to-toe with direct violence, they slip up. That's actually a weakness of theirs, going toe-to-toe with direct violence. That's actually a weakness on their part. If it's something where it's an ambush, they're good at ambushing. They're not good at toe-to-toe, straight up. Even when they have an unfair advantage, they're still not good. We'll take Haiti, for example. They had an unfair advantage against the unarmed Haitians, and the Haitians still prevailed militarily. You understand? There's a reason why they won't take their asses on that island, North Sentinel Island, this Liberty Island with like 400-500 people. They won't take their asses on that island. You know, they understand that direct violence is actually a weakness for them. It has to be some kind of unfair ambush. But when they try to go toe to toe, usually don't work. Look at Vietnam. They tried to go toe to toe with Vietnam, didn't work. So it has to be deception. It has to be an ambush type of thing. And once you figure out the deception, that really makes them weak. Once you see their deception, that really makes them weak. I'll even go deeper. Y'all know after World War II, and we're going to talk about this in HC5, by the way. After World War II, you know, you had the French fighting the Nazis. The French were fighting the Nazis, and understand, you had a lot of French colonizers in Africa at the time, especially around Senegal, places like that. That's why a lot of these people speak French. And after World War II, when you had these Africans go over there and beat those Nazis, because that's what they needed, those Africans to help them. They needed those Africans in the army from Senegal. They needed some of those Africans to help them. Oh yeah, come on now. Y'all better understand history here. We're talking real history here. Yeah, so they needed those Africans to go help them get those Nazis out of France. Now, when those Africans went back to Africa, they did the white supremacists did an ambush on a lot of the Africans. They killed a lot of Africans on some ambush shit. The same Africans that helped them win the war, fight against the Nazis, they went and ambushed a lot of those black people. Do y'all understand that? There was a massacre that happened, I think around 1944, something like that. Because they didn't want those Africans to go over there and spread the idea that they just beat a bunch of white supremacists. They don't want you to do that. Understand, even though the Nazis were the enemy, they were still white. And black folks helped kill them. See, even though, you know, they got their land back and all that stuff, the white supremacists understand we don't want black folks getting no big ideas over here. You know, try not to give them credit. Do y'all know they did the same thing over here too? Do y'all know that? And black folks helped fight in World War II down there in Mississippi. There was a group of African people that were ambushed by the United States Army. A lot of black folks were killed in a massacre down there. Black soldiers who helped fight in the war. My man David Banner was breaking this down to me. You understand? So when black folks understand how to defeat white supremacy on a toe-to-toe level, the white supremacists, they get very cautious. They get very, very cautious. So when we start getting codes, we start getting on code, they start throwing loads of deception our way. They start throwing a lot of deception our way. And again, with the white supremacists, it has to be an ambush thing. And remember, they're very symbolic. The white supremacists, they do things in a very symbolic way. The other day, last week, up in somewhere in Washington State, a bunch of white supremacist neo-Nazis attacked this black dude at a club. He was a DJ at a club, and they attacked this brother. And it was 8 people arrested, I think. I think they said they arrested 8 people. Fine. They're going to give them a slap on the wrist, but that's whatever. Shout out to the Netherlands. But what's interesting, they attacked this brother. They did this ambush. The reason why they did the ambush, and what's so funny about it, the police initially, they said that the man was harassed. It wasn't harassed. They beat the man up. So they're minimizing what happened to the man. But the reason why they attacked that black man is because their dude over there in Charlottesville, the one of the white supremacists who was over in Charlottesville, he got sentenced. Remember, he got sentenced to life. The dude who killed out there in Charlottesville, the dude who killed the woman out there in Charlottesville. So the white supremacists, as a way to get revenge for that, they went and attacked a random black person. That was their motivation, because their guy, their fellow white supremacists, went to prison or got sentenced. Now, look how interesting that is. And I want black folks to understand that. This was a white-on-white crime situation. This was, some white supremacists down in Louisiana attacked a random black woman at a Walmart down there. See, these are random initiation attacks. These people are doing little initiation attacks all over the country. We got to keep our eyes open. But the fact that they would take that out on random black people when that was a white-on-white crime situation, that shows that we're the ultimate prize for the white supremacists. We shouldn't be fooled when they're bickering with each other. Understand, the ultimate prize is us. To get in the Proud Boys, you have to commit some type of racial assault or some type of assault that is public. That's one of their initiations to get in the Proud Boys. See, we got to be on our P's and Q's. We got to be down. We got to be ready to put in work. You understand? We got to get off this thing where we just going to fuck around and we're going to love people and that's going to fight the hate and all this old random bullshit, this sloganism garbage that we like to tell each other. Like the brother who got beat up there in Washington by those Nazis. You know why they targeted him? Because he was probably one of those Negroes, one of those black friends, because he was DJing at this white club. So that's the thing, black folks. Y'all should learn from this. This brother was up there. He was the Negro friend DJing at the white club. He was like that. You know how niggas are the black friend, so they think they're real special because they're the black friend. And niggas take pride in being the black friend to the point where you don't think you really black because they tell you you ain't. Well, Darnell, when I see you, I don't really see color. They start telling you that bullshit. See, when you become the black friend, you know, they start putting that coon sauce on you and you start soaking it up. You start soaking up some of that coon juice. You think you're different from other black folks. You think you're somehow special. You start thinking, well, damn, I got a bunch of white buddies. They love me. I don't experience racism. I don't know what's wrong with them other niggas out there. They need to be like me. I don't know all that fighting, all that pro-black shit. Listening to Tariq. He's probably one of them niggas. He's probably, man, listening to them damn Tariq and them. All the hidden colors. Fuck all that, man. We supposed to love everybody. We all is one peoples. He was probably one of them niggas. Hanging around your white buddies. And then the white supremacists came in and whooped the brakes off your ass. None of your white buddies did anything. Notice that when these niggas are around all their white buddies and get beat up, the white buddies don't do shit. Just like the dude over there in Greece. Remember the brother over there in Greece who got killed? He was the black friend. And by the way, in that case, they done thrown all those white supremacists who killed him. They letting them dudes walk. All them white supremacists who jumped and killed that brother, they're letting them walk, by the way. Some of them didn't even get charged. He's over there being the Negro friend with all his white buddies. They jumped him. His white buddies didn't do shit. Come on, bro. Notice that all y'all niggas who have your white buddies, they don't really help you when the shit goes down. Your white buddies ain't gonna fight other white supremacists for your dumb ass. I want all y'all special Negroes, the Negroes whose friends don't see color. I want y'all to understand. Hanging around your white buddies ain't gonna save you. If somebody targets you, your white buddies ain't gonna do shit. but sit there and yell, leave him alone, bro. Darnell, my dad's a lawyer, dude. This is a fucking hate crime. Don't hit him like that, bro. You okay, Darnell? They're gonna sit on the sidelines and scream. They ain't about to help you. Y'all niggas better get off that dumb shit. They ain't about to help you for shit. At least brothers, we gonna jump in. We ain't gonna let no other brother just get jumped like that. Especially by no damn white supremacists. We ain't gonna let that happen. Even some strangers will jump in. Brothers ain't gonna let you get jumped by no white supremacists. That's why they always catch niggas by themselves or with some other white people, because they know the other white people ain't gonna jump in and help you. I know your white buddies will let you get your ass whooped, let you get killed, and then start a GoFundMe off your ass and then get all the money. Hi, my name is Connor. My best friend Darnell got jumped in a bar down in Copa. It was horrible. So we're gonna raise money for my bud in his memory. We're gonna raise money for his family. Because this is horrible. He loved everybody. He didn't even see color, dude. So we're gonna raise money for Darnell and his family. They get all that money and the family don't see shit. They get the money and Darnell's family don't see none of that money. Connor and them went and hoarded the money, let your ass get jumped. Now Connor and Billy and Blake and all them got the money and fucked it all off and hoarded it. You did? You hang around Connor and them and think everything is cool. Shit. But yeah, we got to be on our P's and Q's, man. We better be ready, man. We better be ready. We got to be ready. Over in Egypt, they did an excavation. They found a new tomb over there in Egypt. This tomb is 4,400 years old. It might be older than that. They always, the numbers are very arbitrary. But look, I put a little something up. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see this. So this is, ain't no sound, but this just let me show y'all. Hold on. Look. So those are a couple of images from the tomb. Look at that nose. Look at that nose. See, this tomb is new. So y'all better catch these pictures while it's early. Because in the tomb, they got the noses and all the coloring is intact. So you got the dark Egyptians with these big ass African noses, and they haven't chopped the noses off yet. So y'all better look at these pictures while you can, before they start doing restorations. You dig? Look at those pictures. Try to get as many of them as you can. I would like to go over there and take some pictures before they start doing restorations. Then all of a sudden they start lightening them pictures up. They're like, well, we're going to restore them. So they start lighting the pictures up, chopping off them nigga noses. They start scaffolding off them noses. That's why when you go to the museums in Europe, all the noses are off. That's not no damn coincidence that the noses are all off. Those statues they just found, because now this is media, so, with the media now, you got quick access to everything. So the minute they go in there, bam, cameras go in there so they don't have a chance to fuck them all up. Like back in the day when they discovered all those tombs, they had a chance to go in there and tear noses off and then lighten shit up and then bring in the media like months later, like, hey, look what we got. Yeah, we don't know what they look like. The noses are there, but I'm assuming it was a Roman nose. It looked like by the facial structure, they had a Greek nose. They had a Mediterranean look. Shut the fuck up. Those are big nigga ass African noses on them damn statues in there right now. Big noses, wide, big fucking nose, big, beautiful goddamn noses. Big ass noses on them things. Boy, they about to go chop them shits right on up. They about to be like, oops. Yeah, we were doing a little scaffolding. We had a little accident. So it's just half a nose is there, but I'm assuming that other half was a Mediterranean nose. Stop with the goddamn lies. Man. But it's funny. It is funny. Oh yeah, they try to erase our history and lie. You know, that's why when you go to those museums, you know, all the noses are taken off. You know, so with this one, yeah, I want to see how they handle this. I would like to go over there and see for myself. I would like to go over there and see for myself. Give me a little sip. But let's get into something. On Broadway, they got something called slave play. They got something called slave play. There's a play that's on Broadway right now. And it's a play that features enslaved African people, black people on plantations, twerking and having gutter sex with the slave owners and the overseers. It's all over the place. And the white supremacist media, they're just giving this rave reviews. They're giving it rave reviews. They love this type of stuff. They love it. Now understand, this is to denigrate our history. Just be very clear. This is to denigrate our history. This is to promote gutter sex. This is to promote degeneracy with us. This is to get our history and piss on it and disrespect it. This is not honoring us. This is not satire. This is to disrespect our history. The white supremacists go out of their way to disrespect our history. Understand, there's a black man who they keep promoting as the person who wrote it. Jeremy what is Jeremy O's name? Jeremy O. Harris. Now, he's a gay black man. Jeremy O. Harris is the gay black man. In this play, and I don't even want to get into the particulars, all you have to know is that they got slaves in there twerking for white men and having sex with white men, and then they got the black slaves having sex with... All right, now you just, that's what it is. I don't even have to get into the details of it, because I do not give a fuck what the details are. Just the premise of it is on some bullshit. Just because, be clear, just because a black dude wrote it and they're making him the front man, be clear, this is a white supremacist agenda. Let's be clear. This is a white supremacist agenda because they are the ones who fund that nigga. See, they'll put a black person as the face of it. Who's funding that nigga to put that filth out there? Follow the money. That's why I got a little criticism for him. You know, but really the people who's funding this nigga. See, that's who we always got to look at. Just like when those people were trying to demonize Malcolm X and try to say Malcolm was gay and all that. Who's funding those Negroes doing that shit? Who was funding them? Understand. You look at the white supremacists who's funding these Negroes. You get on the Negroes too. You know, I get on the Negroes at the Root and Ebony and all that. And I also get on the white supremacists who fund these niggas. Who's funding them? Because that's what the white supremacists do. They will get some Negroes who are just vehement against black society. They hate black society, and they know Negroes who hate black society, and they use those Negroes as the buffer so that you can't get to them and criticize them. Look at the money. Look and see who's funding. You don't get on Broadway without somebody funding you. You understand? Who's funding those Negroes? Just like with Mark Lamont Hill. Mark Lamont Hill goes out there and he toes the line for white mommy and white daddy. You know, he tries to play the liberal role, but he toes the line for them. You know, because remember, Mark Lamont Hill, he was one of those people promoting that book about Malcolm being gay. Mark Lamont Hill was one of those dudes promoting that. And we know who fund Mark Lamont Hill because we know who will take his money away. Just like with CNN, he said some shit that they didn't like, that whole thing about Israel and Palestine. They snatched that nigga's clout right back up, didn't they? They snatched that nigga's clout right back up. So I'm looking at the clout snatchers. Who's snatching the clout back? But this garbage ass play, and we don't even have to get into the details of it, just the premise is extremely disrespectful. Slaves twerking and all this stupid ass bullshit. Let me tell you something. And the critics are just giving, oh, we love this. Oh, God, bravo. This nigga shit, we love it. You couldn't even conceive of doing a play like this about the Nazis and the Holocaust. If you did a play where there were some Nazis having some of their victims twerking in a concentration camp, nigga, it would go down. They wouldn't have nothing like that up for 1,000,000 years, let alone give it rave reviews. You wouldn't disrespect other people like that because other people wouldn't let you. We got to stop letting motherfuckers disrespect and cats like that who try to slip into black society and use his blackness as a way to turn against us and to get with white mommy and white daddy to disrespect us. That shit is going to have to be called out. That's why we got to get on code and we got to codify us getting on people's asses and getting them the fuck out of here. You understand? But the white supremacists, they know what Negroes to get. I want to show you an article written by Jeremy O. Harris a few years ago, and he wrote it on Vice. Now, I told y'all what Vice is about. Vice was started by Gavin McInnes, the white supremacist leader of the Proud Boys. So Vice has always been suspect to me. All that they try to be liberal. I've always called Vice out for their bullshit. But I want y'all to, and I'm going to read it. I got it on my screen. But this is an article that Jeremy wrote for Vice some years ago. The New Queer, Decolonizing My Desire. How I Came to Grips with My Attraction to White Men by Jeremy O. Harris. You feel where I'm going? You dig? So this dude wrote an article for Vice in 2006. This dude wrote an article in 2006. The article says, I can place the exact moment when white bodies colonized my subconscious and when blue-eyed men with sun-kissed arms began to hold my desires upon their shoulders like Atlas. I was 9, wandering through a JCPenney with my mother when my stomach dropped on the sight of row after row of decollated, I don't know what word that is, white bodies in tight black briefs. By the time she reached out to me and pulled me away, I had already been seized, taken to a place where my black body was the brief that hugged the waist of faceless white men, accessorized by muscles in all the right places. I don't really want to read all of it, dude. I don't really want to read all this bullshit. I don't want to read this dude's sick fucking fantasy. So I'm going to spare you guys on that. I'm not going to even read the rest. Y'all get it. I'm not about to read the rest of this bullshit. I'm sorry. But y'all get it. Y'all get it. So you see this, where this motherfucker's mind is. This is a bed buck. This is a coon moist bed buck. This is a bed buck with white zaddy fantasies who likes gutter sex with white daddy. So this is a nigga who's just all his life had gutter sex fantasies for white daddy ever since he was a damn child. I'm not going to even do the rest is even worse. I'm not going to read the rest of this bullshit. But that's who the fuck they like propping up. Sick, demented Negroes who need psychological help. Sound like the dude might have been molested or some shit. People like that, those are the people that the white supremacists prop up. Somebody who have these sick gutter sex fantasies. That's bedbuckism. And they understand Negroes with that bedbuck mentality and how to prop them up and elevate their voices as the voice of black society. Yeah, that what he said, that ain't a 9-year-old thinking some shit like that. That's not, that's some degenerate shit right there. Yeah, that's almost on some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. Fantasizing sexual fantasies about mannequins. That's what Jeffrey Dahmer and those people do. They are the fucking mannequins, and then they say, well, fuck, these mannequins ain't doing it. We got to get some humans. You dig? So notice that's who they prop up. Notice this is who they prop up. There's another writer, Roxane Gay. She writes for a lot of major publications. She wrote an article very similar, how I loved and hated white men, how I loved and lust after white men. They get these Negroes who got these white zaddy bed wench bed buck fantasies, and they prop these Negroes up. They're like, oh, we got us a useful idiot right here. We got us a useful idiot here. And we have to call that shit out. We have to say, no, you are not going to do that with our history. Whoever's back in, and again, we don't put it all on the brother who wrote, quote unquote, wrote it. We look into the people who fund that type of thing. Look at the people who elevate it. Look at the people who prop it up. Roxane Gay is Haitian. Okay. One of those Haitian elites. Okay. She's a Haitian coon, a lesbian. Yeah. Jeremy Harris has a pic of a KKK, a part of his profile. Yeah, and I went to his Instagram. His Instagram, he's just hugged up with just white man after white man after white. He's just hugged up with several white men, laying in bed with several white men. So he's a bed buck. And you got these Negroes who are just perfectly fine with being back on the plantation. He's just laying up with white man after white man on his page. You did? That zaddy loving sick nonsense. Who we got trolling? Y'all talking about somebody trolling. My mods, we need to get on some people. Who we got in here? I can't see some of the names in here. The blasphemous, okay. Okay, so some of these people, y'all need to get the fuck up out of here. Where are my mods? Okay, are my mods asleep today? Because I'm trying to chop up game with the family. Roxane Gay's cousin is the black girl that Harvard is promoting right now. Wow, interesting. Interesting. Man. Okay, y'all getting them? All right. Yeah, yes. Anybody in here trolling, get them up out of here. Ooh, good ass water. Man. Yeah, bedbug can be hetero. Yeah, you got these Negroes out here. You got a whole bunch of hetero bedbugs. Like that dude on 90 Day Fiance, the Michael dude with that big old fat white woman, that Trump supporting white woman. Yeah, that's yeah, Michael's a bed buck. He got to fuck that hideous white woman to get a green card. So that's bed bucking. That's bed bucking. You dig? What's going on with Dr. Sebi's wife? Shit, I don't know. And why is your name Dr. Sebi Jr.? Okay, somebody has a couple of fake pages in there. Okay. All right. But again, like I said, shit like slave play and all that written by these bed bucks, that just has to be called out. Because see, they want to have they're really going hard with this agenda to sexually confuse black people. They're really bringing that to us very hard. They're bringing that to us very heavy. This sexual confusion to black society. And at the same time, watch this. Watch some of the deception they'll put out. Like recently, have y'all heard these numbers that they have for AIDS in Atlanta? They said like the AIDS rate in Atlanta is like the new AIDS cases are like 70%, something like that. You got to watch stories like that too. You got to watch stories like that. They said something to the effect of AIDS with women in Atlanta has increased 70%. Not that 70% of the people have AIDS. I think it increased by 70%. And as a matter of fact, let me look up the exact way because they spin these numbers. Y'all got to be very careful. And then we're going to break that down. 1 second. Hold on. Y'all watch how they use these numbers. All right. Okay, I'm looking at one thing and it says, and this came out a couple of weeks ago in Atlanta, it says, Atlanta's HIV epidemic compared to third world African countries. The deadly disease is rampant in metro Atlanta, and scientists are calling it an epidemic. Okay, come on, thing, act right. We spoke with researchers and doctors that said Atlanta is the epicenter of that epidemic and comparing some neighborhoods to developing African countries. Just look at it. They interviewed somebody, some dude. You wouldn't know he had AIDS. He's muscle bound, but he found out he was HIV positive 20 years ago. Some guy impacting that. I'm trying to see the 70% thing. Okay, where's the 70% thing? No, it ain't. No, I don't think it's 7 out of 10 women. I don't think it's that. I'm just trying to see where the 70% thing comes from. And again, remember, that's down there. Atlanta's down there it's where the CDC is. Okay. I'm trying to see where that 70% thing, and there's a couple of other YouTubers promoting that 70% thing, and I'm trying to find initial or official numbers on it. Black women, okay. Okay, I'm looking at something here. Okay, yeah, they're really trying to promote this bullshit is really a lie. But I think it's 70% of new cases. New cases. And that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Okay. 70% of new cases in Fulton County. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's break that down. Now, is it all the way up to 70%? I don't know if it's that high. It might be. I don't know. But the thing we got to understand is this. Same thing. Remember some years ago, and I look at patterns. Remember some years ago, it was DC who had those high numbers. Washington, D.C., there were a lot of high numbers of black people with AIDS being reported in Washington, D.C. I remember that back in I want to say in the 90s, early 2000s. They were doing that with D.C. and now Atlanta. So what it is, the reason why some of those numbers jump up, 70% of cases in Atlanta are black. This is the thing. A lot of that, and this is what they don't tell you, a lot of that comes from immigration. In Houston, too. DC, Atlanta, Houston. Not just major black cities, but notice these cities with a high wave of immigration from so-called third world countries. That's where a lot of these numbers come from. And remember, DC has a lot of immigrants, a lot of black immigrants who come over. Atlanta, there's a lot of immigrants coming to Atlanta from African countries. There are people who have AIDS in other countries who come over here. And what happens, they don't count them as immigrants. When other people come to America from African countries, they just count them as black. They don't count them as something else, or they don't differentiate them. You understand? Yes, Ethiopia, all those Ethiopians who are in DC, heavy. In Houston, you got a lot of African immigrants down there in Houston. Atlanta, you look at Atlanta, you look at those housewives shows, everybody's dating some African dude. On all those shows down there, they dating some African. That's because there's a lot of African immigrants down there. I'm not saying all Africans had AIDS. I don't like to fall into that bullshit stereotype, but there are people who come over. Some of them come over from third world countries, and they count them all in with black Americans. They don't differentiate between nothing. So that has something to do with the high rate being counted. So you got to understand the trick bag. Think about that. See, they're not putting that together for you. Think about that. Man, Houston is full of African immigrants. Houston is full of African immigrants. You dig? Atlanta is too. You dig? That's why they said the epidemic is similar to a third world African nation, because they're letting people from third world African nations come in there. But before you can come to America, they drug, disease, and screen. Do you think so? Somebody said before you come to America, they drug and disease screen you. Dude, do you know there's people that came over here with Ebola? You think they catching everybody? You think they gonna screen and test everybody for HIV? You dig? And sometimes the shit ain't detected in certain tests right away. Eh? Man, I'm telling you, look at the patterns. When you see these waves, there's people ignore the similarities. I know for a fact in DC, there was a wave of immigrants coming over there from Africa, and the AIDS rate was real high reported in DC. They're not letting you know that. They're not showing you the correlation. They're not showing you the correlation. So y'all think about that. You said that's some BS I'm spewing? How? No, y'all, somebody blocked them, but no, I would, if I'm saying some bullshit, what's the bullshit? What did I say that wasn't true? Hold on, no. I would like for somebody to tell me to say I said some shit that wasn't true. A real talk charm. She said HIV can lie dormant. Absolutely. What the hell am I saying that's not true? What the hell am I saying that ain't true? You know? Where's the damn lie? Lots of Africans don't have AIDS. Not saying that. I'm not saying lots of Africans have AIDS. I ain't saying that at all. I am not saying that at all. I ain't saying all Africans have AIDS. I ain't saying that. But there's a damn big correlation with people coming over from third world countries that have high AIDS rates, and they're getting over here. If you think that dude with Ebola, because a dude did come over and he had Ebola and they had to quarantine, all that shit. If you think he can get through and others can't, come on, you ain't being real. I ain't implying shit. I'm telling you facts. There are people who come over from third world countries in Africa and the Caribbean, and they come over here and get counted in the black population. These are facts. You might not like the fucking facts, but people come over here and they get counted into the black population. And whatever they bring gets attributed to black society. So they come over here and they got some kind of disease, and those countries, some of those countries do have diseases, unfortunately. That's a reality. Let's stop being dumb. I've been to Africa, love the brothers and sisters over there, but they got countries over there where AIDS is rampant, unfortunately. Did the white supremacists bring that there? Yes, they did. This is why we, black Americans, we get confused, like, what the fuck, who got it? What all this AIDS doing over here? Like, what the fuck? That's why it's so confusing to a lot of us. Like, I don't know, how do these women get AIDS? Well, what women are they counting? They're not telling you that a lot of these are immigrants. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you that. And that's a reality. That's not shade. Nobody's shitting on nobody, but that's a reality. You did? Yeah. And somebody said, well, they check and see if they got diseases. Let me tell you something. Not only can it lie dormant, think about it. If they came over here and they found out that shit, a whole tribe, a village of people got AIDS, they know they just gonna come over here and just get into black society. So what would stop them? You know, let's think about that. Let's put your thinking caps on. They know African immigrants come over here. They're not going nowhere, but they're going to come right among black society. They're going to come right among black society. They know that. They ain't going to really, do they really give a shit? Rudy P. Magic, we talking facts. This ain't no finesse. This is facts, my nigga. We ain't talking, I'm talking facts. Yeah? They ain't going to tell us. Man. Anywhere with a large black male gay population is open to having higher HIV rates. But the women are the ones getting it. This is what they're saying. That's the thing. You're saying gay black men, but the 70%, that's on the women. You dig? The 70%, that's on the women. So explain that. See, that's why the shit ain't clicking in. It ain't making no sense until you start putting your own factors to it and putting two and two together yourself. You dig? See, what they would do for a long time, they would try to put it on, they would blame down low men, which was another way for them to kind of shit on straight black men. They're niggas who are living straight, but they're undercover, down low gay, and they're really giving women AIDS and all this old shit. You better look into the immigrants that's coming over. You better look in that. That's why they're using terms like third world African country. There's a reason why they're using words like that. There's a reason why they're using words like that. You dig? The women in Atlanta are sharing partners. That's why it's going at them in a higher rate. That could be. With the down low brothers. So the down low thing could be a factor. That could be a factor. But I look at patterns. And when I see certain cities, they have a high influx of immigrants in black society, then all of a sudden the AIDS rate just coincidentally goes up. This happens too many times to just be a coincidence. If I see something happening over and over again, I don't think that's a coincidence. It's like AIDS in Houston. AIDS was real high in Houston. And Houston is not really known to have a big gay population like that. A big black gay population like that. You dig? Man. Bill Gates did an interview this morning where he stated countries in Africa need to be the main focus of the world due to poverty and disease. Well, they're just trying to get people off the continent. They're just trying to get people off the continent. Yeah. Well, you're just saying the same shit over and over without offering a counter. William Cassell, you're just saying the same shit without countering what I'm saying. You got to counter what I'm saying, brother. Just, I'm saying some shit because you say so. That's not going to work. You know? HPV, killing black women. Okay. Man. What's that, Ayanda? But, yeah, it's real crazy. It's real crazy. So we got to look at patterns. And I ain't saying all Africans have no damn AIDS. I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm looking at patterns. I look at patterns, and I look at immigration patterns, and I look at how it affects us. I always look at how immigration affects us, who's being counted as black, who's not, what's affecting black society. I drop all that in, and I look at all that. And every time, from what I've noticed, when there's an influx of immigrants coming into certain cities among black society, all of a sudden the disease rates start going up. Like AIDS and shit like that. I just see that pattern over and over again. You did? Man. So we got to understand the game for what it is. And we got to understand, real information and fake information. So that's a theory. Look into it. Look into that theory. That's a theory that's never discussed. That's one theory that's never discussed. Look into it and just kind of put it up to a test. Just put it up to a test. Put that thing up to a test. You dig? Well, Cuban, that's what it is. Okay, we just got niggas in the chat room just being contrary and just being oppositional. That ain't true. You don't know what you're talking about. Nigga just saying dumb shit. Oh, you gotta counter a narrative. You can't just be like, black folks, we gotta learn how to counter narratives. For real. If there's some shit you don't like, niggas just don't want it to be true because they don't like it. Why you has said that? Let's get off the dumb shit. That ain't true. Niggas love childish, dumb shit. Niggas love childish, dumb bullshit. Stop. Lord, Lord, Lord. Hell yeah. Remember when Asians brought that bird flu? You dig? They stopped that quick. When the Asians brought over the bird flu, they called that out and stopped it very quick. If people came over here bringing things among Black American society, do you think they're gonna really call it out and say, hey, they're bringing AIDS? Is AIDS affecting people from other countries? They're not gonna stop it. Shit, the minute something comes over from an Asian country, they stop that shit because the thing is, what they do, they bring a lot of that shit from Hawaii. Because a lot of Asians are in Hawaii. A lot of people from Japan, a lot of people from China, they go visit Hawaii. And Hawaii is technically the US. So they'll go over there and visit Hawaii, then go back to Japan or wherever. So whatever SARS or bird flu is over there, and people from Hawaii, you don't need a passport. You can just fly back and forth from the continental US to Hawaii. So a lot of that shit can slip over this way. You understand? Yeah, Hawaii is an Asian hub. Yeah, I was just there. Because that's Asia light over there in Hawaii. You dig? Low zone, you say, come on, bro. Talk about something real. Low zone, what do you consider real, low zone? Hold on, let me address low zone in the chat room. This nigga said, come on, man, let's talk about something real. Low zone, what do you consider real, brother? Besides your mama's keloids above her titties. What do you consider real? Got a lot of dumbassness going on in this room tonight. We got a lot of dumbassness going on in this room. Shout out to Warren the man. Warren. There you go. Have they named the one virus that was only killing whites? You know what's funny? I think the Koreans, there was a Korean doctor that was trying to create a virus that would attack white people. Back in, I think he got arrested around 2003 or some shit, but there was some Korean doctor. What's up, Nessa Pierre? I'm pushing AIDS propaganda. Nessa, what propaganda am I pushing, dear? I'm talking to Nessa Pierre. Where you at, Nessa? And what propaganda am I pushing? I'll talk about Cardi B in a minute. I'm gonna talk about Cardi B in a minute. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, she's a troll. Oh, okay. So we got a lot of trolls in the room right now. And they niggas just saying anything in the chat room. That's why I really don't read the chat room like that. Niggas just saying shit just to get a shout out, basically. Yeah, niggas are just saying shit to get a shout out. They're just saying shit to be contrary. You dig? I'm like, y'all can't really refute anything I'm saying, but they're just trolling just to get a shout out. That's kind of some shit niggas do, just to be oppositional for attention. That's why when I'm on my YouTube, on my Instagram live, and there's niggas in the chat room, they'll say something stupid or contrary, and then I say, hey, why don't you call up? Why don't you get on camera? Then when they get on camera, they start giggling like bitches. I don't agree with that, Tariq. I said, okay, call in. Let me know what's on your mind. Then they call up. Oh man, I got news. It is you. I can't believe I'm talking to you. Now you acting like an Instagram bot. So niggas just be saying shit to get attention. Bitch ass niggas. Yeah. Let me just be oppositional so I can get attention and then get on the phone and start giggling. Like a flat tummy T-hole. You dig? That's why when I be doing my Ustream, not my Instagram live, niggas be doing that shit all the time. I did one the other day. This one nigga talking all tough in the chat room. This nigga get on camera with a big ass beard and a do-rag giggling. I got through. Bitch ass nigga. Nigga has some barrettes in his beard and shit. Niggas just be wanting attention. So they're thinking, if I say something dumb as hell, I'll get some acknowledgement. I get the acknowledgement that I never had. I disagree. All right, what do you disagree with? I just disagree. All right, call up. Hello, I'm on the air? Yeah. Just giggly bitches. Giggly bitch niggas. And he said holding his chest like he had breasts, and the niggas clutching his pearls and shit. Lord. These niggas are the worst out here. That nigga was giggling like a bitch. That nigga was giggling his ass off like he's on the phone giggling. Man. Oh yeah, everybody's loving those North Sentinel Island University shirts. You go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. 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 Ryan, we're not talking about Zaza. Shout out to Zaza. I hope Zaza, my sister, gets it together. I'm not about to go in on Zaza. I'm not. Y'all stop that shit. Stop that. Don't come in here with that shit. I spoke about that Zaza situation the other day. Don't come in here with that shit. Because what it is, niggas be want me to say something about somebody so they can go make their own dumbass video. They get a clip. Tariq Nasheed had said something about somebody. You know, it's that type of stupid shit. Don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that. Who? Okay, that's another thing. This Tyree Barnes dude asking me about some random nigga. That's another thing. That's another thing. I hate when niggas be trying to give props to some random ass nigga. How come you don't debate David Smith? Who? You scared to debate David Smith? Just some random nigga. Look, everybody don't deserve no damn attention. Who in the fuck are some of these people you naming? Tweet, you need to debate this dude right here. For what? Oh, you scared? And that shows your infantile, childlike mentality, trying to use that type of high school peer pressure. You scared? The fact that you're using that type of comeback, you're trying to use that type of peer pressure. You dig? That shows the infantile mentality that you have. You ain't supposed to debate everybody because some of these niggas ain't worthy of your damn attention. Some of these niggas are not worthy. I know the weakest reverse psychology. It's the worst. And the thing is, I remember the other day, and this is another thing, black folks, We got to get off just little asinine, mundane bullshit. I was the other day, I noticed this. I was handling a lot of business through emails. I was handling a lot of business, and I was doing some international business with some people over in the Middle East, some people over in Asia, some people in the UK, some people here. I'm just, dealing with clothing manufacturers. I'm dealing with um, retail outlets for the music stuff overseas. So I'm chopping up, emailing people. We're emailing back and forth. They're emailing me about prices and just business. I'm emailing people back and forth here about um, property insurance, just business. So I'm looking all my emails. I go check my emails, and all my emails from the international community is business. And I get some Negroes with a couple of emails mixed in. After I'm talking about business and money transfers, I'm talking about business, and I see an email. Hey Tariq, somebody on YouTube is talking about you. And I'm looking at I'm like, dude, don't email me. No, who gives a fuck? And I just looked at that as indicative of a lot of dumb shit that we focus on. I mean, I'm so, my mind was on business. I'm just taking care of business all day. And just to see that real low vibration shit, I'm like, come on, is this the best we can fucking do? Black folks, let's get our. I don't give a fuck about that low vibration shit. That's why sometimes when y'all email me about somebody on YouTube, some random. There's a person on YouTube making a video about me once a fucking week. I don't give a shit. And I look at the person who even sends me that shit funny. I look at them funny. Dude, if you listening to me, why is your mind on some childlike baby ass low level bullshit like that? Why is your shit on that? I'm handling grown ass business. And y'all mixing that little goofball shit in the middle of business. We focus on low level, inconsequential bullshit. Do y'all know how much I don't give a fuck about some low level, inconsequential asshole on YouTube making a video about me? I get these niggas be acting like this is just World War III. Man, this man has said something about you. He got 20 views. He has said something about you. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? So, and what are they gonna do? Make another video? Shit. Get your mind off that low-level childish bullshit. You can tell niggas with that. That's a childlike jail mentality. Just low-level shit is just blown up in your mind. See, a lot of us in black society, it's that niggas never want to leave high school. It really, nigga, I don't mind these niggas making videos about me. That's why I never flag them. If I didn't want these niggas to make videos, I could just have them flagged. These niggas promote for me. That's why I don't flag. You notice, man, you gotta get this shit taken down. No. These niggas are my bitches. Why are y'all complaining about my bitches? Max gotta have some bitches out there on the track. These are my little internet bitches that I got on the internet track who make me money. I don't mind these niggas promoting me. These little unknown niggas. My little old hoes. These niggas are promoting me. These are my bitches. Leave my bitches alone, nigga. You messing with my internet whores. All them niggas who make videos are sitting up. I'm out here on a beach, and this nigga making a video. Tariq out here on this beach. That's one of my hoes. This nigga's making videos about me on the beach. Sound like Bobby V's training. Hey, Bobby V. I see you on that beach, Bobby V. You gonna give me some money? These niggas are my whores. These niggas blow me up. They work hard for me. They gotta work hard for Mac Daddy. I be having my little YouTube internet bitches out there making their little videos, just crying their heart out, promoting me, making my shit hot. All they do is promote me all day. That's why I get so many views. I got damn near 5,000 views now. Thank you, internet hoes. I'm gonna buy you some flat tummy tea, like a good hoe. That's what you're supposed to do. You use these niggas as promotion. You dig? When them niggas making videos, they got on some little high heel shoes. They be typing with their stilettos clicking. You dig? That's why they make their dumbass videos, but the minute they get on the phone with me, what they do? They start acting like the bitches they are. The minute they get on the phone, boy, they get to cackling like a hoe. You dig? So let them bitch niggas promote. Let my hoes promote. You dig? Man. So when you see a nigga making a video about me, just say, that's just another one of Tariq's hoes. That's just it. That's just another one of Tariq's hoes. You dig? That's what you see. That's what it is. So yeah, you ain't got to come to me telling me, you don't have to tell the players what the hoes are doing on the track. Like, the players don't want to know that. Just show me the money, bitch. I don't want to know what you're doing on the track. I don't want to know. You dig? My God. Yeah, they 10 toes down. You dig? Well, these niggas. Yeah, so yeah, don't let me know what hoes are doing on the track. You dig? You ain't gotta let me know what hoes are doing on the track. See, when they're on the track making videos about me, this me. That's me. When they on the internet making videos about me, this me. That's me walking to the car. While they making videos about my ass, I'm walking to the car on their ass like this. Handling business. I get in just like that on their ass. Like a player. And drive off while they talking shit. You dig? Yeah, especially you don't tell me about some nigga making videos. Niggas don't even show their faces, talking about another man. That's a bitch. Let him be a bitch. Yeah, that's how I be walking. Man, shit. That's how I be walking with it. Man, man, man. And speaking of um, odd shit, um, that whole Cardi B thing, her and Offset. Now, a lot of folks are talking about that. That's some little bitty shit on the surface. That's some little bitty shit on the surface. That's why I didn't really give a shit about it. But something did pique my interest about it, and I spoke out about some of it. This whole thing where Cardi B and Offset, they're supposed to be getting a divorce and they're supposed to be breaking up. And initially, when it was trending the other day, I'm like, okay, this shit seems like a publicity stunt. It's, it just looks like a real big publicity stunt. It looks real fake. It looks real contrived. People are eating it up. I'm like, y'all really putting too much into this bullshit. But I'm like, all right, whatever. I wasn't tripping on it. I'm like, it's some little bitty shit. Then I noticed that people were trying to spin it into something else. This is where I had a problem with it. That's where I had a problem. With the spin, they tried to spin it onto something else. And it's clearly, it looks so contrived. It looks like such a publicity stunt. Cardi B was performing at some concert, so Offset comes on stage with like some props and all that. Oh, Cardi B, take me back, and she's there like, oh Lord, it's all dramatic. Looks like some soap opera shit. And people are like, oh damn, man, Offset need to stop harassing her. And I'm like, stop it, stop. First of all, the way they broke up when she did an Instagram live and all that, me and Offset, we gonna break up, because who does that? When people break up, you ain't about to make no announcement on no Instagram, all right? Then he's making these videos, oh Cardi, I'm on Instagram live trying to get you back, like he just can't call her. All right, who's gonna be doing all that? When people are doing all this shit so publicly, it's fake. All right? Cardi, I'm doing Instagram. I go, I would call you, but I'll just do it on Instagram live. Can I get you back? All right. Y'all rolling with this dumb shit. All right, knock yourself out. Nah, okay, you want to roll with it, knock yourself out. It's fake as fuck, but if y'all like it, go ahead and knock yourself out. I ain't tripping on it. Then with the whole shit where they're at the concert and all that, I'm like, y'all still falling for this shit. And I saw footage of Cardi B's publicist leading him onto the stage. I'm like, okay, well, Cardi's publicist, she's in on it? Okay, really? And they were like, well, no, her publicist is Offset publicist too, which is more evidence that this shit is contrived. So they share the same publicist, and y'all don't think that this shit ain't put together? God damn. And I think Offset's about to drop an album. So all of this is publicity. All publicity. Fake as fucking hell. Publicity. Niggas. And some of you slow niggas. You think Offset just walked up on her by surprise on stage? Some people are saying, well, damn, that's, they got kids together. He can get backstage. Let me tell you something. If Cardi B, if you broke up with somebody, you don't want them, you don't want no ex coming to your show, he wouldn't even be able to get in the damn building. All right? If you broke up with somebody, you really don't want them around, that's the first person who would be on the shit list, who couldn't even get in the building, let alone backstage, let alone on stage. You ignorant sons of bitches. Dude, we put together events. We know what goes on backstage and what's allowed and what's not allowed. Are you insane? Motherfuckers ain't gonna just walk in there and just, let me go on stage and go see Cardi B, my baby mama. No. with all that security there and all that. No, all of that was planned. Let's stop it. Let's stop with the dumb shit. It was planned. She real talk. Cardi has bodyguards. Also, Cardi be out here claiming blood and all this old shit. So, you know, she gets threats, especially out here in LA. Cardi was getting threats. The streets was saying, hey, Cardi better go sit her ass down somewhere. So Cardi ain't, her security ain't that relaxed to let her X on like that. Unless she's in on it. Come on, man. So anyway, but I'm like, oh, y'all like it, y'all falling for that bullshit. Knock yourself out. 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 The problem I have is how these media outlets are trying to spin this shit. They're trying to Me Too it and spin it on some toxic masculinity bullshit. The Root and all these people, that Jamila crowd, they tried to spin this shit. It became some shit about toxic masculinity. Let me read what The Root wrote. The Root wrote an article. Hold on, where's that Root thing? The Root came out with something, rolling out, was talking about that toxic masculinity. Here's The Root. Cardi B becomes the first woman to headline Rolling Loud Festival. Then Rolling Loud becomes the first festival to allow its headliner to be harassed on stage. Now they're trying to spin this into some anti-black straight male shit. They're trying to look at the words toxic masculinity, harasser. This is him harassing her. I've been hearing this toxic masculinity shit applied to this story over and over again. So now the Shea Butters are buck dancing for their masters by spinning this story. Talking about, well, see, those black men, see how Cardi B is being harassed? You see how the black man, straight black man is harassing her? See how them black men be doing? So that's what they're trying to spin this into now. So y'all better stop being slow on the draw. There's several articles saying this shit, man. That's why I'm addressing it now. I'm like, oh, okay, let's slow down. Because you got the Jamilas and fraudinistas and all these people trying to use that and get butter biscuits. Whenever you hear toxic masculinity, they're always using that as a code for straight black men. Do you understand me? When they start using that toxic masculinity bullshit, they're talking about straight black men. That's a code word. They never use toxic masculinity about white men. You never hear them use toxic masculinity about white men. A white man cannot be masculine enough. They don't use no toxic masculinity about no damn white man. That's a code word for straight black men. Understand these code words. Them Shea Butters hate straight black men, and that's how they get jobs, by showing white mommy and white daddy how they can slam straight black men. These niggas are auditioning for jobs out here. And The Root and all these people, they're trying to stay in good with their paymasters. But that's the problem I have. They keep using that toxic masculinity shit. And I keep seeing it over and over and over again. And let me look at some of the publications. All those black man hating Shea Butters. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all. Let me read off some of these people using that toxic masculinity bullshit. Hold on, let me look at some of these people, and then I see they'll have their Negro minions do it, and then the white supremacists will jump up behind them. I'm looking at some tweets now. Now some of the white supremacists, once they get the Negro minions to go scream all that toxic masculinity shit, then the white supremacists go follow up. So they won't seem racist. So I'm looking at a lot of white people on here, suspected white supremacists, on Twitter talking about Offset, you're literally stalking and harassing your wife. No wonder she doesn't want you back with your toxic masculinity. So that's what they're doing. They're really running with that toxic masculinity garbage. You dig? We need to invest in mental health. Offset is showing us what toxic masculinity can do. So they're really running with that. And there's another Negro named George M. Johnson, and he tries to troll me too. He works at NBC, a whole bunch of different white agencies, and he's promoting that toxic masculinity. He's a Gay Lives Matter dude. Rolling Out. Go look up rollingout.com. Offset crashing Cardi B's concert. Is it a display of true love or toxic masculinity? Watch these words. What they're trying to do is make black heterosexuality illegal. They're trying to demonize that as much as they can. You dig? Man. And this is somebody promoting the root shit. Some chick, I'm looking at this. Fuck Offset. Fuck the enablers that let him get on stage. Fuck toxic masculinity. Once again, men are trash. So this is the filth that these shea butters like to promote. Man. We better understand when we got enemies in our midst. We got to understand when we got enemies in our midst. We got to understand who's working with the white supremacists against us. And I cannot stress it enough. Those shea butter Negroes over at the Root and Ebony and all those niggas connected to those shea butters, black people, we got to understand how dangerous they are. We really got to understand how dangerous they are. And see, let me tell you something. When you start calling them out, when you call them out enough, they'll try to start getting their minds right. They'll try to get their minds right when you call them out enough. Because y'all know how we started calling out Roland. You know, Roland Martin was out here bug dancing for butter biscuits. You know, he's doing the most. You know, with Hillary Clinton and all this shit. And hold on one second. Hold on one second. You know, Rolly was really doing the most with Hillary, sucking up to her. We started calling him out for his bullshit. We got on Rollins that he tried to call me out, tried to call out others. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new picture of Roland Martin right here. Hold on. Nigga, somebody sent me this picture today. I laughed for about a goddamn hour. Nigga, Roland Martin is out here with a dashiki and a goddamn kufi. Rolly is trying to get them black credentials back, nigga. Roland is trying to get them credentials back. This nigga out here looking like Queen Latifah trying to get them black credentials back. When they sent me this picture, nigga, I laughed about an hour straight. Nigga, that's why I was late doing the show today, nigga. I had to get my shit together. That nigga put a kufi over the S-curl, nigga. This nigga out here looking like Winnie Mandela trying to get his black credentials back. That nigga got on a Lane Bryant kente cloth. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Oh my God. Oh, I saw this and I lost it. My kids were looking at me funny. They're like, Dad, what's wrong? I said, Uncle Rolly is out here acting a fool. Oh my God. Oh my God. Roland is trying to get them credentials again. He's trying to get them black credentials. Roland is trying to get them black credentials back. My God. Shout out to Roland. Shout out to Roland for trying to make a difference. My God. Oh, God, that's enough. That's enough. Oh, Roland done put on a damn of 6X dashiki. My God. He's trying to get back in after all that buck dancing. Roland is trying to get back in. Oh my goodness. Man. Oh man. I hope y'all got y'all tickets to join me, Mink Slide, live in Atlanta. Next Saturday, we're going to be in Atlanta next Saturday night. Me, my group, Mink Slide, the APX. We're going to be in Atlanta next Saturday night. And it's going to be popping. A lot of people have been asking me about an after party. A lot of folks are asking about an after party. I don't know. I've had some promoters saying, hey, we get a venue, whatever. People are asking about an after party. My promoters in Atlanta hit me up. Email me, my promoters, hit me up. Let's see if we can organize an after party, because after the concert, I know people aren't going to be ready to go home. They want to keep the party going. So let's get an after party going. Everybody keeps asking. My Atlanta promoters, holla at me. Let's make something happen. Let's make something happen, my Atlanta promoters. Holla at me. Email me, info@Tariq Elite, if you're down in Atlanta. Promoters, holla at me. What's up, SDF House? My man. Go to blackmoneymatters.com to get this shirt. Shout out to my man, FDS House. My man. Go to FDS House, blackmoneymatters.com. But, oh, no. We're going to be straight, Maurice. We're going to be straight down there. But go to minkslide.com to get your tickets to join us in Atlanta. If you're in Dallas, y'all need to come to the Atlanta show. Fly over to Atlanta because we're going to be filming it. Oh, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a party. A holiday party. It's going to be popping. Oh, yeah, by the way, did y'all see that disgusting thing that USA Today did? They did a story, USA Today, talking about Kareem Hunt's family. USA Today did an article slandering Kareem Hunt's family, talking about his family has a history of criminal charges. And they had like a mugshot of Kareem's dad. It was a real dirty ass racist goddamn article they did. That was a cowardly, that was so low. That was a hit piece on the man's family. You see how disgusting these white supremacists are. And nothing about the white supremacist woman who instigated the whole thing with Kareem Hunt. Nothing about her. Notice they've said nothing about her. They ain't going into her background. They ain't even going into her. So now that the whole thing is skipped over because it dissipated, the energy and the negativity on Kareem Hunt, you know, he apologized. He did what he had to do. Now people waiting for him to play again because you saw that the woman instigated the whole thing. So he was basically trying to defend himself. So all the steam has run out of that story. So they're going to try to demonize the man's family. disgusting. But nothing about the white supremacist woman. You dig? Yeah, they keep referring to her as a victim. She's no damn victim. She instigated everything. You dig? But anyway, let me get out of here, family. Let me get out of here. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com right now. You can get the North Sentinel Island sweaters or the t-shirts. We have t-shirts because a lot of people were hitting me up from warm places like Miami and different parts of Florida and parts of California saying, hey, man, I know, you selling those sweaters, but we need some t-shirts. We can't wear no sweaters out here. So we got t-shirts too. We got t-shirts too for the North Sentinel Island University. Get yours at hiddencolorsfilm.com. You can go get that right now. So anyway, I'm going to see you guys in Atlanta next Saturday. We're going to be popping out there. All right? So y'all get your tickets at minkslide.com, and I'm going to